I met Celine Bennett at a punk show that I was dragged to by my friend Ian, who I call Squid Boy. Everyone smelled really bad, and the band was just sort of dicking around on stage until the lead singer just started screaming. And the band started playing really fast, and this mosh broke out. And this girl just got knocked down. So I went to help her up, and when I did, I thought, oh shit, this is the face that will ruin my life. This is the face I'll be fantasizing about on my deathbed. Before I could say anything to her, Squid Boy tried to put the moves on her, but the lead singer of the band put the kibosh on that pretty quick. Turned out this girl, Celine, went to the same high school as me and Squid Boy. She'd just sit in the back of the class and drink vodka out of a water bottle. Squid Boy had a really good way of getting her to hang out with him, which was giving her weed. And I felt that was an unfair advantage because his dad had a prescription. But I had a way more effective trick up my sleeve. I convinced her to act in my movies. After a while, I must have done something right because she dumped her shithead punk singer boyfriend and we kissed. And it was one of those kisses you only get a few of in life. The only thing that soured the moment was Squid Boy saw, which I felt bad about, kind of. For the first time in my life, I didn't hate happy people because I was one of them. But then, her ex-boyfriend, the 30-year-old rock star Jared, his mom died, so he started coming over all the time to cry on her shoulder, which I felt bad for him, but then he just started hanging out with us. And then he started bringing over Oxycontin and morphine and various downers. And I began to watch Celine turn into a drug addict. But even worse than that, she was becoming an extremely uncooperative actress.
I don't know what I'm supposed to
Take this seriously. It's very hot.
I don't know what's reality and what's not right now.
This is reality. Okay, just so everyone is clear, when I say reality, I'm not playing any tricks. That is reality. Okay? It's like the T.O. So, reality. Why can't you just do it?
I can't do this!
Come on.
In a last-ditch effort to save our relationship, Celine convinced me to do acid for the first time. It was incredible. I understood everything. I thought about my dad and how he's just a guy with a heart and a cock, like me. And I should probably tell him I love him more. And then I looked at Celine, but I didn't just look at her. I saw her for the first time. I grabbed her hand and said, nothing in the universe is truer than my love for you in this moment. And she said, I'm getting back together with Jared. And then the trip got really bad. After I left Celine's house, I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to go back to my parents' house because I was still tripping my nuts off, so I decided the best course of action would be to lean against a tree and stare at a stump. When the stump finally stopped changing, I knew that the drugs had worn off, so I went home. When I walked in the door, my dad was in his underwear watching baseball on TV, and I sat down next to him. He muted the TV and said, "Well, where were you last night?" And for some reason, I felt like being honest with him for the first time in my life. So I said, "I was doing acid." And he said, "Well, did you have any great revelations?" And I said, "No." And then he unmuted the TV.